am king of dudux.
This is where 24-year-old Ryan Long found himself in March 2006, a small country of 3 million people called Armenia. It's more than 6,000 miles from his home in the United States, but his family story started only 300 miles away, in what is now eastern Turkey. This map, produced by the Armenian National Institute, shows why Ryan Long lives in Nashville, Tennessee, and not Kharpert or Palu, where the families of his great-grandparents, the Vartanians and the Krikorians, had lived for nearly 3,000 years. From 1915 to 1923, the 2 million Armenians who lived in the Ottoman Empire were victims of the first genocide of the 20th century. Of the 1.5 million who perished, hundreds of thousands were murdered, while others died during forced marches into the desert. 44,000 vanished from Kayseri, 37,000 from Adana, 94,000 from in and around Bitlis, and from Ryan Long's ancestral hometowns of Kharpert and Palu, 51,000 and 23,000 Armenians, respectively, were never heard from again. About 500,000 made it to safety in locations all over the world to form what is called the Armenian diaspora. The Turkish government had successfully and with impunity ethnically cleansed itself of its Christian subjects. While more than 20 countries recognize the systematic killing as genocide, the government of Turkey continues an active and well-financed campaign of denial. But during those college days, Ryan became more interested in his Armenian roots. That led him to Moscow. Not Russia, but Idaho, which was 8 miles down the road from Pullman. He paid a visit to the Falling Moon Tattoo Studio, where in just a couple of hours he got a tattoo of the Armenian flag underneath the 7th letter of the Armenian alphabet. Ryan and his traveling partners made it all over Armenia and the neighboring country of Nagorno-Karabakh. Armenia is bordered by Georgia to the north, Azerbaijan to the east, Iran to the south, and Turkey to the west. In the capital of Yerevan, there is a construction boom with building cranes in every direction. Government statistics indicate double-digit growth for 5 straight years and a drop in the number of people living below the poverty line from 50 to 35%. One of Ryan Long's first stops was the Kafesyan Museum of Art and Cultural Center, which will be completed in stages over the next couple of years.
It was really cool to see a mural of Vartan Memorial and others and friends, because it was a big mural, and it was quite intriguing and quite beautiful.
Armenia, and I can pretty much guarantee that no NFL player who's been to Armenia has an Armenian flag on their arm. We were just talking about the Armenian genocide here with your mom, and I think the greatest legacy of our people and the most amazing tribute that you can pay to your grandparents, great-grandparents, and your ancestors is by coming to this country and saying, this is my ancestral homeland, and that's why I'm back. So cheers to you. Huh?
Cheers. Welcome to Armenia.
Welcome.
Cheers. You guys, welcome.
Cheers.
When Ryan Long and his family visited the Genocide Memorial and Museum, they were joined by a few local school children who said they often come to visit the site.
Standing there at the memorial, I couldn't help but think about you know, how my great-grandparents, you know, they lost relatives. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are in denial and of that genocide ever taking place. In the future, I'm certain that justice will be done and truth will prevail.
Այստեղ մենք չունենք բոլոր ամերիկյան նահանգների փաստաթղթերը, այստեղ ընդամենը մի քանիսն են։ Վերջինը, որ մենք ստացանք, Ամերիկայի հայկական համագումարի միջոցով Հայաստան եկավ Արնոլդ Շվարցնեգերի։ Իսկ որ այս հայտարարությունից հետո Թուրքիայում արգելեցին բոլոր ֆիլմերի ցուցադրությունը, որտեղ նկարահանված է Արնոլդ Շվարցնեգերը։ Եվ այս պատմությունը հայերը պատմեցին Շվարցնեգերին, իհարկե ծիծաղեց։
Hey, welcome. Good seeing you. Nice meeting you.
Good to see you.
Hello.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Welcome.
So 13 Armenians were able to successfully scale up this cliff and come up and battle and help regain Shushi.
This church is back in Armenian hands, but during the war, the Azerbaijanis used it to store ammunition, knowing their adversaries would never bomb an Armenian church.
Traveling through the countryside of Karabakh, I got to see the aftermath of a war-torn country. Although I saw this destruction, seeing the people and their faces, I didn't see despair, I saw hope, and I saw pride that they fought for their land and were victorious.
The highlight of the trip for Ryan Long was visiting Ganzadzar Monastery, which is located a couple of hours northwest of the Karabakh capital of Stepanakert.
Երկու հորթեր մտել է տանիք, ռոքետ, մտել է տանիք, վերևը, բայց չի կարողացել ցակել մտնել ներս։ Եվ ազերիները հասել են այս բոլորը այստեղ։ Բայց մեր տղաների արյան գնով եւ աստվածությամբ կարողացանք հետ քշել, չթողնելով մտնեն Գանձասարի վանք։ Կոչում է Լեռնային Ղարաբաղ, դուք լսել եք, կոչում է Լեռնային Ղարաբաղ։
It's called Mountainous Karabakh.
Ահա լեռները մեր։
And this is why, because of the mountains around it.
Եվ այս գեղեցիկ Լեռնային Ղարաբաղը ազերին ուզում էր իրենը դարձնել։ Բայց ինչպես կարող է ազերին ունենալ այս տարածքը, քանի որ սա աստծորտնությամբ պատկանում է հայ ժողովրդին։ Մեր խաչքարերն են վկայում, որ հայն է ապրել այստեղ, հայն է կերտել խաչքարը, հայն է կառուցել եկեղեցին։
In the Netherlands, Ryan Long said goodbye to his mother and grandmother as he headed to Nashville, and they caught a flight to the state of Washington. 3 generations of Armenian Americans returning to America after their first trip to Armenia.
On this journey back to Armenia, seeing what home was for my ancestors and seeing what home is today for Armenians, in the end I realized this wasn't just a trip to Armenia, but a journey back home.